Good morning, dear students, and welcome to today's session. Today we are going to discuss about report writing, which is a question to test the writing skill of the students, and this is also known as directed writing. Okay, report writing or directed writing, because you have to write on the points or the suggestions given to you. Now this particularly in your question paper, question number 2A part is for directed writing or report writing, and this carries 15 marks, and this has to be written in around 300 words. The word limit is 300 words, and the points or the suggested points will be given to you. You have to base your report on those suggested points. However, you can make use of other points if you feel them to be relevant to the topic. Now in this particular session we are going to discuss about you should know the plan, that what are we going to discuss. First we'll try to understand the meaning and definition of report writing, that what does report mean. Second, we'll come to know about the different types of report. Third, what are the general guidelines to be followed for report writing. Fourth, what are the different parts of a report. Then we'll go on to discuss newspaper report, and then we'll discuss the format of report writing, and finally I'll be sending you a Word file of a sample report writing. You need to read that sample report so that you get to know that how we should write a report. Now, as said earlier, we'll start with a discussion with the meaning and definition of report writing. What does a report mean? A report is a formal document. It is a formal document that presents information in an organized format for a specific audience and purpose. So what we need to understand here, that this is a formal document. It is written in formal style, and we must make use of formal language while writing the report. And a report, basically it is meant to present to a particular audience or a particular group of audience some information, and that information is presented in a very organized way, in a coherent manner. In other words, we can say that it is a concise document. Concise means it is short, precise, to the point, and it precisely describes, examines an event or occurrence. It is based on an event or an occurrence. This is what basically a report means. And then we come to the different types of reports. So in our syllabus there are different types of report. First one is a newspaper report, which covers an event. So today we are going to discuss this newspaper report only. However, there are other types of report also. An article report, okay, which is different from a newspaper report, and this article report is based on current issues. Some current issues like say health standard in the country, or the status of women in the country. So some current issues. Third one is a statement to the police. Okay, so whenever we want to make a statement to the police, in other words, if any event happens, untoward event takes place, we go to the police station and we lodge an FIR. And you know what is an FIR? First information report. So report is meant to give information. So this is also a type of a report, a statement to the police. Fourth one, the review of a book or a film. You may be asked to review a book or a film. And then also fifth one, letters to the editor. Okay, that is also a form of a report. So these are the different types of reports which are in our syllabus, and today in this class we are going to discuss about a newspaper report. But before we go on to the discussion of a newspaper report, let us try to understand that what are the general guidelines that are to be followed while writing a report. So we should always keep these things in mind, the general guidelines for report writing. So the first one is, while writing a report, we must make use of indirect speech. Always make use of indirect speech. However, at certain points, you can make use of direct speech when you are quoting the words of a witness, or maybe exactly you are quoting the words that are said by some diplomats, some politicians. So their statements, when we are quoting only that particular moment, we can make use of direct speech. Otherwise, throughout the report, we have to maintain indirect speech. And report is based on an event or an occurrence which had already taken place. We are reporting an event. So as a journalist, you are supposed to report as an event that had already happened. Therefore, always make use of past tense in your report writing. Another guideline is, we must make use of passive voice in the report writing. Do not use active voice while writing the report. Always make use of passive voice for writing report. And then fourth one, very important, is that we must remember that what is our job as a journalist. Okay, a reporter is the one who needs to report an event or an occurrence. So in other words, we can say journalist. Now, as a journalist, our job is to inform the audience or the readers about a particular event. We are not supposed to color that event by our own imaginations or by our personal opinions. So that is not the job of the journalist. Suppose if you are giving an account, you are reporting an accident that has occurred on the road, and the accident might have been between a biker and a lorry driver. So we are supposed to give an factual account of the accident. What was the cause of the accident? Who was affected? At what time it occurred? How did the police react? When did the police arrive? So at that particular moment, we are not supposed to blame anyone. We cannot pass our judgment. You may feel that it was the mistake of the lorry driver, but you cannot pass the judgment, because we are not the judge. We are just a journalist. And as a journalist, our job is to report that incident. Therefore, you must take care that whenever you are writing a report, you eliminate, or in other words, never make use of first person personal pronouns like I, me, my. All these pronouns should be avoided in report writing. Instead, a report should always be written in third person. Make use of third person, that is he, she, they, it. All these are third person pronouns. Okay, so while writing a report, make use of the third person and eliminate, never use the first person personal pronoun. Most important point is that no personal opinion, I have already told you, no personal opinion should be given unless you are specifically asked for it. If the question specifically mentions that you need to give your personal opinion, then only give your personal opinion. Otherwise, or else you avoid giving your personal opinion. And then another important point, language of report writing. Okay, don't try to be Shakespeare. Don't try to exercise or showcase your linguistic skills or your knowledge of literature or different phrases while writing a report. You must always keep in mind the readers. Now, when a newspaper comes to the market, the newspaper is meant for everyone, right from a child, okay, aged say 6 to 7 years or maximum 10 years, to the age group of 90 years old people. Okay, they are the ones who read the report. Okay, so the language used in a report must be simple so that it is clear to everyone, and everyone is able to understand the event or the way it had occurred. And never try to ornament the language by making use of similes and metaphors. Don't use ornamental language while writing a report. The language should be simple in report writing. And you should always keep in mind the reader of one's report. Who are the readers? So as I told you, that when you are writing a newspaper report, it will read by a wide range of people belonging to different age groups. So we have to keep those age groups of people in mind. However, when you are writing a magazine report, okay, when you are reporting an event in a magazine, now that report can be light in content, it can be informal than compared to the newspaper report, which is more factual. And then police report, statement of to the police. Now that police report has to be the clearest of all. You see, that FIR which we lodge in the police station, that becomes the basis of the investigation, and even in court the cases are argued on the basis of the first information report only. So it has to be very precise, it has to be very clear, and it has to be rather terse. It must include all the points and it should be concise. Okay, then we move on to the parts of a report, that what are the different parts of a report. Now the different parts of a report, like composition, any composition is divided into three parts: introduction, body and conclusion. Same way the report also has these three essential parts, that is introduction, body and the conclusion. Now what should be written in the introduction? Always try to start your report with a positive sentence. Okay, be positive in the beginning of the report. So start your report with a positive statement, and the introduction should answer the 5 W's. Now what are the 5 W's? Who, what, when, where, and though we call it a 5W, why. Okay, these are the 5 W's. Along with this there is one H, that is how. Okay, so this should be answered. If you answer all these questions in the beginning, then that will form your report. Who were the people involved in that event? What was the event? When did that event occur? Where did it happen? Why it happened? Or how it was resolved? How was the reaction of the people? All these questions if you answer, then that would form the basis or the introduction of the report. And then we move to the body. In the body part, we need to give a descriptive information about the incident. So you need to give a detailed information about the event, and that detailed information should not be too long. It should be exactly what is required for understanding of the readers. Okay, it must contain all the essential points which are required for the understanding of the readers, so that the readers get a clear idea of the event. And finally the conclusion, where we summarize the report or we give an overall impression of the event, that how or what was the event in overall. And then the next important part is we are going to move to the newspaper report. Okay, so the newspaper report, this will be number 5. Newspaper report covers an event or an incident. It covers an event or an incident. Now while writing a newspaper report, you need to remember that it is short, it is precise, to the point, and it is factual. A newspaper report is always based on different facts that are available to the reporter. It is factual. We are not supposed to add anything of our own. We need to narrate the incidents or give the incidents as the way it had occurred. It contains relevant points which is narrated in a proper sequence. Okay, all the relevant details of the facts should be narrated in a proper sequence, the way it occurred. And then nothing should be left to the guesswork of the readers. Everything should be mentioned in the newspaper report. Avoid giving any type of personal opinion in the newspaper report. Please don't give your personal opinion in the newspaper report. However, if you feel that there is a need, you can give the testimony or the account of eyewitnesses who were present at the time of the incident. Okay, you can clearly mention that Mr. Sharma, who was an eyewitness to the incident, said, and then within inverted commas you can write what he mentioned or what he said. And in a newspaper report, there is no reference to the reporter as I. We don't make use of personal pronouns. The reporter cannot mention himself as I. No personal pronoun to be used. However, if there is a necessity felt that he needs to mention himself, then he can use the phrase the reporter. Okay, instead of I, he can use the phrase the reporter. Okay, so this is the essential points to be kept in mind while writing a newspaper report. And then finally we move to the format of report writing. Now this is the format of the report writing. Now when you see the format, the first line is for the heading. Okay, the heading of the report. Now sometimes what happens, many a times the heading is mentioned in the question itself. Now if it is given in the question itself, so you need to make use of the same heading that is given in the question. Now suppose if the heading is not given in the question, then you must remember that the heading should be very catchy and attractive. It should be catchy and attractive. Okay, short, catchy and attractive, because the heading only determines how many people are going to read the report. Now it should be very attractive, appealing to the readers. Then only the readers will get interested in reading the rest of the report. And while writing the heading, you must make clear that the first word of every letter should be capitalized. Say suppose, for example, if you want to write a report, say lockdown in West Bengal. Now you must remember here, every letter is capital, starting word. Okay, except this preposition. When you are using preposition or articles in between, then that should be written in small letter, but rest of the things should be capital. Okay, and always try to highlight the heading. Now when you read the newspaper, you will find that the heading is always highlighted by making use of bold fonts or making the text bold. Okay, so that is highlighted. But when you are writing it in paper, you cannot make use of those things. So for highlighting, you can simply underline the heading. Make sure that you underline the heading. And then in the next line, within bracket, you write reported by. Reported by, give a colon, and you mention your name. Okay, so reported by your name, the journalist name. So first line is for heading. This heading should come to the center of the page. Points to remember: heading should be short, catchy, attractive. Make use of bold letters. The first letter of every word in the heading should be capital, and you need to highlight the heading by underlining the heading. Next line, reported by, give a colon, write your name. Then leave one line, come to the next line, and to the extreme left hand side, write place and date. Say suppose you are writing a lockdown in West Bengal, so you can write Kolkata, 29th July. This way you write the date. After writing the place and the date, give a colon and start writing your report from after that colon itself. Okay, the first paragraph is the introduction, and then the body of the letter can be divided into well connected paragraphs. Okay, you can divide the body of the letter into well connected paragraphs, but need to remember that suppose the first paragraph is starting from here, the second paragraph starts from here, that means there must be alignment of the beginning of the paragraph so that it looks presentable. Try to finish your report in one single page for that presentation factor. And then the last paragraph is meant for conclusion, that is summarizing the report and then giving overall impression. So this is the format of newspaper report, and then I'll be also uploading a sample report for you all to read so that you come to know that how a report to be written. Okay, so I hope the sample report will make it clear. Thank you for watching, and if any doubts you can ask me or text me in the class group itself. Thank you and stay blessed.